Yo, Dega talk.
You know the vibes. It's Dega talk.
Dega talk.
Dega world. Make sure you turn in that Dega talk, man. Going up.
Dega talk. You know, Dega talk, man. Turn the fuck in. I don't need none of them guns and shit.
Dega talk.
You're now tuned in to Dega talk.
But you can get spent on like fans. I don't even know why niggas hating. Them niggas really be fans. They like Mac doing this rap shit. Oh, why the fuck I can't? You got be gad as niggas. You niggas supposed to be dogs. You wasn't raised right. You a follower. That's why you fraud. All on Instagram posting guns and money like you hard. That's why you hard. But nigga, I ain't here. Nigga, go chase the paper. I told you niggas I was next up. Flow sick, need a tag up. I was raised around a couple hustlers, and none of them niggas was busters. Thought you gon' play with me, nigga, and get away. You got me fucked up. These bitches be treating you.
What's good, man? Boot from the North, you feel me? And man, I got my guest here with me, Spazzthegreat. Got my co-host, Ant Green. And you're now tuned in to Dega Talk. So we gonna get it started, you feel me? So the one thing that I was really noticing is I had to stop these guys, you feel me, before we actually started shooting because some of the conversations was mad juicy. Some of these conversations was, and it was real. It was real. It wasn't no messy stuff, you feel me? It was talking about real life stuff, like some real life stuff, you feel me? And like, Spaz got one of these great ideas. I don't know if you're sure you want to put it out there to the public yet, so I ain't gonna really say too much, but it's gonna bring a lot of awareness to a lot of things that like men go through that we don't really get a chance to express. And I think that's something that, you feel me, we need as men, because, you know, we're taught to not show no emotions, or even if we do show emotions, like with the Tyrese crying and things like that, everybody clowned them. So it's just like, man, like, I want to get something together where we can really, like, be able to compartmentalize, I got that from you, compartmentalize, you feel me, our emotions and things that we can't express to the world to each other. So, like, I want to give you guys the platform, you feel me, like, first off, what made you come up with wanting to give guys something that we naturally don't have and most people don't do?
Well, the one thing that really made me want to come up, that made me come up with the idea was the fact that, you know, me working in the mental health field for 5 years and seeing what dealing with those type of issues where men don't know how to decompress.
Facts.
And they have so much shit cooped up inside them, what it can do to them ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has, everybody, you know, has that bar. You know, once they get to there, it's hard to bring them back down from that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want what I want to do is I want to provide shock value by bringing the darker side of it to people to make them understand. Like, listen, we understand the idea of positivity, but we also want to let you know that this shit does get really, really bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to show people, like, yo, there is a dark side of this shit that nobody's paying attention to. And I want to bring it to your face. I want to bring it to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? So when you open this video up, you know, I want people to be prepared to see some shit that's going to hurt. But that's the purpose of it. I want you to understand, you know, the same hurt that we go through. You know?
And definitely, and it's reality. You get what I'm saying? And there's definitely some things that we need. I know I talk to you all the time about this, bro. We talk about this all the time. But before we get too involved, you feel me? On Dega Talk, we do something special for our guests.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And this is our first episode, and it wouldn't be right if we didn't rock it off the right way. So can you hand me them two things over there, my guy?
Yes, sir.
So you feel me? Like,
Drum roll, please.
So we're gonna present my guy with, you know, two gifts. You get what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, my good
He got
brother.
a Dega boy hat. You feel me? Shout out to Dega World. You know, that's a really nice Dega boy hat. You feel me? Had to get the purple for the Ravens. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna throw this on right now. I ain't even worried about the fit.
Honestly, as you open that up, bro, I honestly want to say, like, you know, these are just, I mean, of course, it don't mean too much. You know, it's just materialistic stuff, but it's like a token of our appreciation to you, because even for you to step out to do what you're doing, it takes a lot of putting pride to the side. It takes a lot of courage, because it's vulnerability.
Right.
And, like, you know, as we were speaking off camera, like you were saying, you have, you know, 2 sons. We need people like you.
Right.
Even me, like, I'm older than you. I need people like you.
Right.
To be able to help me.
Right.
That's real.
Because sometimes it's not about age. It's not even, I just met you. But at the end of the day, we like-minded. And at the end of the day, even one day, you know, you help me today, maybe it'll help you tomorrow.
Right.
So on and so forth, and we just, just help each other. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
sure.
it's materialistic stuff, but it's just a token of our appreciation.
For sure.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
For sure, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all, man.
And I definitely want to see you, open up your gift. And this man is he does many things. So it was hard to figure out what the hell to get this man. I ain't gonna lie. But I know he has one already, you know what I'm saying? But I know he has 1,000 of them, but you can never use, you feel me, like too many.
Without question.
Yeah. And that one is definitely catered to the phone too.
Yeah.
So I know you got a bunch of stuff catered to the camera. I see you do, my man go crazy on the TikToks.
I gotta
he go
say,
crazy on the TikToks, bro.
That 30
crazy on the TikTok.
I gotta get on TikTok now. I gotta get on TikTok.
It was one video in particular that, of course, this is my homeboy, you feel me? So, I see all this stuff, but it was one that stood out to me, and I'm like, all right, bro, you got something. And it was when he was introducing all of the hoods in Baltimore, but he was putting a spin on it and saying, you should come here. He had Poplar Grove. He said, yeah, make sure when you come here, you wear a lot of blue and red. To accentuate yourself so you can stand out. That is hilarious, bro. You feel me? Because I'm thinking like a person outside of Baltimore. I'm like, I hope they don't really come down here.
Don't come here.
I hope they don't do this. But everybody that's from Baltimore, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. And when I seen that, I'm like, all right, bro, doing something different.
That's dope.
Like
bring some humor to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that video actually, like I was literally just sitting down in here bored, yo. I was like, yo, let me just make a video. And I was like, oh well, let me just make this.
And came up with it.
Yeah, that shit just came to me. That I find a lot of creative ideas and just kind of sit and rest. That video at this moment across platforms has gone over 200K views. And people have seen that video from all over. Hilarious. People that hit me up, can you make a part 2? Can you make a part 3? I made a part 2. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I made a part 2. Yeah.
Hilarious, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Can we speak about that though? Growing up in Baltimore. Can we speak about growing up, especially with, I don't know, like I said, I just met you, so I'm not sure where you grew up or how you grew up. I wanted to ask you about that because with me knowing we kind of just went straight into the serious stuff. Yeah. But I want to know, like, how was growing up for you? Where did you come from? Like, who are you?
I mean, like a lot of people, it was tough, man. I grew up in some of the roughest neighborhoods in Baltimore City, man, but you wouldn't think it based on, most people wouldn't think it based on, conversation, but I grew up in Cherry Hill. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Cherry Hill, and at the time when I grew up out there, man, it was,
real out Cherry Hill.
Early 2000s, man, people was getting smoked. You feel me? Like left and right over minor shit. And the thing about it is that Cherry Hill is such a small neighborhood, bro. Like Cherry Hill is not big.
I just was living there last summer, I know everybody there now. Yeah. Just a summer. So
it's a small neighborhood, bro. Like I know every corner of that whole neighborhood, but. I moved from there, up Park Heights, back out Cherry Hill. I lived down the hill, you know what I'm saying, off of Monument.
It ain't get no better,
Park Heights.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Where
like
you at in Park Heights?
Right there around the corner from Martin Luther King.
So I was on, Baylor?
Yeah.
I was on Baylor.
Yeah.
I was on Baylor. So I'm the same thing. I'm on Fulton Press Man. So
you feel me? And then I was up on Virginia Avenue.
I know exactly.
You feel me? Right across the street from Kip. You feel me? Like it was like I grew up in all of the roughest neighborhoods in Baltimore City. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I took from growing up in these places was that, you can either be a product of your environment, or you could be a product of your environment. You feel me? Like you can, everything is perception. You have a choice to make in every situation. You make choices consciously and unconsciously every day. Yeah. You feel me? And the thing that I looked at when I walked outside every day and seen my community, I was like, I don't want to do this shit. Like I want to be better than this shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be an example for motherfuckers that want to live a long, healthy life. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that want that at that time, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to grow up and have children. Yeah. You feel me? And I want to be able to raise them without them having to worry about, like, is daddy going to jail? Like, is he going to bring some trouble home? Like, none of that. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, I will struggle with a 9 to 5 before I ever put myself in a position where my kids can be caught in harm's way because of some shit I'm involved with.
Can you say that quote one more time, though? You can be a what?
Hey, you can be a product of your environment, or you can be a product of your environment.
It's definitely not the same. It's definitely not the same. He's not repeating the same thing.
Though. That's so
telling
strong,
you,
he's not repeating the same thing.
So
It's
strong.
two different meanings.
That's
for sure.
Strong. And I it's so strong only because like I just turned 30 and I just realized this at 29. Like I don't have to be where I come from.
Right.
For so long I struggled with that, especially with like. We probably was on the same type of time, like, you know, me, the way I look, I'm the pretty boy, like, people gonna test me, so now I gotta meet the aggression, but I don't have to do that.
Yes, you don't.
Okay.
How many times have you been out and you feel like, you know, especially at a younger age where you still trying to figure out who the fuck you are, especially as a, you know, in a male dominated environment, you know what I'm saying? You walk around, you feel like you gotta, you know, match the bravado with everybody else out there.
Survive.
Yeah, just to survive. Like, bro, you don't have to do that shit, yo. Like I learned how to use my brain. I learned how to think my way through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, when you know how to use your fucking brain, yo, you can navigate your way through damn near anything.
We ain't had no buzzers or nothing. We had to hit one of them for that. You feel me? We had to hit one of them for that. That's real, bro.
Yeah.
It's real. We laughing and all that, but they dropping dimes right now, man.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about snitching. They dropping them dimes right now. You feel me? For sure.
The youth need that, bro.
Yeah.
The youth need that because it's so many kids, you know, they going through, you know, beyond just adults, you know, like I said, I just learned this at 29, but there's so many kids beyond them going through puberty, beyond them going through breakups that they don't understand, beyond them going through maybe troubles with their parents that they don't understand. They don't understand who they are or who they want to be, or even where they came from. Like, I grew up with Freddie Gray. I grew up with Corinne Gaines. I grew up in these households where, I ain't gonna say in a household, in the neighborhoods where it was rough. But in my household, I grew up in a great family. That's why I said if I ever did anything, it was because I chose to do it. I knew better.
Not that you was forced.
Yeah, I wasn't forced, so I didn't.
Right,
I was
right.
ignorant to it. I knew better.
Right.
Yeah.
I just chose to do that.
Yeah.
And I got that from my dad. I call him my dad. That's my grandfather. I got it from him because he's like, look, anything you do, you gotta go all the way regardless, good or bad. And it's crazy advice to hear a little bit. Like, oh, what do you mean if it's bad, still go all the way? If you make a decision, just understand the consequences, and you make that decision based off what you want to do. But if it happens, good or bad, live with it.
Yeah, crazy. Because I tell my son that now at an early age.
You have
and
to.
I feel like it's so important. Even with him being 6, 7, I get reports from his school and everything. I talk to his teachers every day. You know what I'm saying? And anytime I hear that he do something that he's not supposed to do, I say, listen, I know that you didn't learn that from me. You feel me? Like, anything you do, you have to understand their pros and cons and understand that daddy's not going to be there every second to be able to get you out of trouble. You feel me? You got to understand that when you get into things, you're going to have to deal with whatever comes your way. So just make sure that while I'm around, while I'm not looking, you being the best human that you can be.
Right.
For real.
And that's deep. And speaking of kids, like when you were younger, did you particularly know at a certain age where you was going to have your first kid? Was it planned? Was it like how most of us are, you get what I'm saying, where it happens and it's like, all right, let's take this head on? Or like how did you have it planned in your head?
I knew that at some point I wanted to have kids, and I always said that I wanted to have 2 boys. I now have 2 boys, right?
That's crazy.
And the thing is, I didn't know when it was going to happen, but I do know that I was in a period of time in my life where I needed something to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Some type of change.
Yeah, something, because I was focused, but I wasn't as focused as I needed to be. And I was intelligent. There was not a whole lot of shit you could tell me even now that I don't know.
Right.
You feel me? But I didn't go to college. When I graduated high school, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a year off because I had social anxieties. I was dealing with a lot of shit. A lot of people didn't know I was dealing with severe manic depression. I was dealing with social anxiety. I was dealing with personality disorder. I was dealing with so many different things at the time that people weren't aware of, except for myself and maybe a handful of other people. And I needed something to get me to get me focused on elevating my life and getting to a point where I was able to do things sufficiently for myself. and that thing happened to come in the form of a child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I look back on it, I say, you know what, maybe I could have waited and did some things differently, but who am I to say that? You feel me? Like, you really don't know where you are in the season of your life, or what you do need or what you don't need, because if I did not have my kid, I may not be here.
You wouldn't be who you are.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, the shit I was fighting, bro, like, my kids were like the reason, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know if I'll be here.
I want to speak on that a little bit, because so many people go about life without knowing the things that they do. Like, they don't have a reason for it. Like for example, we live in an age now where everybody want to be the man.
Everybody
want to be in the front, but they don't even have a reason why. Like, taking back the paid in full. Like, everybody want to be the man
just cause.
They don't know why. And you saying, like, even certain things you were saying, it hit home. A lot of the stuff you saying hit home for me, not only just for myself, but because I don't have children myself, but I have a lot of younger men that look up to me. One of them, he actually dropped out of school in 12th grade because of his social anxiety. At first I was pissed. I'm like, what? I'm getting in his ass. Why would you do it in 12th grade then? Why ain't just do it in 9th? Like, I'm pissed. But I don't know what it feel like with that.
Yeah, that's
the anxiety and even him not knowing himself, and not knowing that his mother didn't get her degree. So it's no force. Like, for me, it was no question. Like, what? In my household? Like, what? It ain't no question. I'm graduating. Like, it ain't not. If not, I'm be on the streets. But at the same time, it's about understanding that, and now us being able to stand up as men and relay these messages the right way to them, so that they could be better than us. Because a lot of the times, like I said off camera, a lot of times, whether it's in music, whether it's in life, the older men got mad at us, but forgot they were supposed to raise us. And then they try to raise us when now we're already adults, and they tell us what they do. You look at music. When they started mumble rap, oh, this soft. Back in the 90s, we would have woo woo woo. Now they killing it. Yeah, now, but they, oh, y'all soft. Y'all don't do this. Y'all just internet. Now you got people really killing people and putting it online. And now it's, oh, y'all out of control.
Yeah. Which one you want?
You know what I'm saying? But it's that mentality, bro, of like, I'm over you, so listen to me. Instead of, yo, let me take your hand, bro. Let me help you understand.
Let me guide you.
Okay, let me talk to you and listen. Let me not just talk at you. Let me listen to you. Oh, you have anxiety. Oh, that's why instead. Not me looking at you, dumb, you ain't finished. It's, oh, let me listen. Okay, this is what you going through. Bro, okay, this is what you going through. That's the problem. Now let me help you get to the solution.
Right.
And to touch on it, a lot of people don't know, you feel me, but we are the new OGs.
I know.
It's our generation that's the new OGs. A lot of the OGs back in the day, like our parents had OGs.
Yeah.
And then once our parents became the new OGs, they kind of lacked.
They were too busy focusing on them.
Me? Yeah, and you can't really blame too many people because generation to generation gets smarter and smarter.
And they didn't know. Nobody expected this world to be like this.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Technology. Nobody. Nigga, they kept telling us get out the game and all that. Nigga, people getting paid millions to be on the game.
It's like everything they told us when we was younger was a lie. We get rich off of it. You feel me? Like,
they didn't know.
Yeah, for sure. And it's kind of like it's kind of sad because like even what we talked about off camera, like even with the things you just named, the social anxiety and the things with your peoples that you was talking about, what outlets do we have? Who can we talk to about these things? Because me personally, I'm okay with being emotional, you feel me? Because I'm not worried about if nobody think I'm tough or whatever like that. None of that shit. So I have opened up to females before and been clowned or had that shit used against me or thrown in my face, you feel me? So, and then I had like the street homeboys, you feel me, where I talk to them about stuff and they like, nigga, just get money, fuck bitches, man. You know, where is the real outlet, you feel me? Like, when can I come and be able to be like, all right, I had this issue, I trust this person. I trust you with telling you something that's so secretive to me, you feel me? But it's like we don't really have that outlet, and it's like the people under us, we can't fail them how the people above us failed us. So we are the new OGs. That's why we need platforms like this, you feel me?
And we need to speak amongst ourselves, even on camera, off camera, because like I said, no matter age or anything, there's certain things that y'all know I don't know. certain things that I know that y'all may not know. But at the same time, it's not our responsibility, but it is. Technically, by law and all of that, like, y'all are responsible for y'all children.
Facts.
Yeah,
y'all not really responsible for nobody, but because we know better, it is our responsibility.
Yeah, of course. That's what you call a moral obligation.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and I want to touch on something that you said. You feel me? Where you said when you open up to people about the things that you feeling on the inside, you feel me? A lot of times, especially as a man, those things tend to get turned against you.
Yes.
You know, it's like there's this stigma against men being able to portray what, you know, to articulate the things that are going on inside of them. You know, as if it's something wrong with that, like as if it makes us any softer. Like like the shit that's going on in me is. It's tough. It's a storm. You feel me? That doesn't make me softer. You feel me? Like, that just means I got shit inside of me that I need to be able to decipher before I snap, just like anybody else. Bro, and a lot of times when men get to and I can speak on this because of working in the mental health field. A lot of times when men snap, it's almost never anything good. It's never anything positive, because normally it leads to somebody getting hurt. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important for men in general to talk to speak to somebody, their most trusted person. You know what I'm saying? And get some of that shit off. If not that, then go to a mental health professional.
Yeah, for sure.
Have to seek that help, man. Whatever you need to do to get yourself right up here and in here, you do that. This come first, because if you can't take care of this, you can't do nothing else.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't.
And honestly, like, I know we have, you know, a couple cameras set up. I want to look at both at this time, because I want to be totally serious in this moment that, honestly, if there's anybody that's going through anything, if you know how to get in touch with any of us or anybody, just please reach out at any point, because you're not alone. You know, you're not alone, but sometimes people don't know what you're going through.
Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, we're here to help you. We're here to help you, and at the end of the day, we want the best for everybody. We want the best for everybody, and a lot of the stuff that we went through, we don't want y'all to have to go through. You don't have to feel like you can't talk to anybody. Please put it out there, because if not, you're just holding it inside, and that's what leads you to snap. And that's what's most dangerous. Not just for everybody else, but for yourself. Like, it's stress. You're killing yourself slowly from the inside out.
Yeah, for sure.
Please reach out to us at any point.
For sure.
Yeah, you can. Even if you gotta write something in the comments when this video come out, anything. We read everything. Yeah, like, we all about the working together type of thing, and we need more outlets. This is not even just for men. You feel me? Of course, we're talking about the men right now, but this is for everybody. Everybody needs somebody that can be able to. We need a 1-800 Dega. We got your back line or something. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, and you know what I be finding myself doing? Like, I always tell people, like, I'm a grown kid.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I didn't have a horrible childhood. My childhood was mad rough.
Yeah.
So a lot of things I do now is like reliving my childhood. For example, anime. Now, I know you big into anime. You don't really watch the anime like that unless you come across me watching it. Yeah, like the fight.
Like, what's going on?
But yo, watching anime, one of my favorite things about anime is, bro, they be having the deepest messages in there. You feel me? Outside of the fighting things.
I heard that.
Like, it teach you so much, like, about your chakra, your chi, your energy. Like, it be shit I be learning in the anime that I ain't never learned in the real world. And I'm
What
like,
made y'all start watching anime? Like, what was the first thing that y'all both saw and was like, let me start watching? Because I honestly never caught the bug. Like, I always was on the move, you know, playing sports and doing whatever. So I never really tapped in. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, when I was young, just being judgmental, I thought it was a weird thing. Like, I used to see the little kids running through the schools with the book bags on. They got the Naruto. I'm like, I'm ready to get out the way. I don't know what's going on. You feel me? So, like, it just pushed me away.
right.
But I never tapped in. So I can't even say I don't like it. I never gave it a try. Right.
So for me, man, my anime journey started when I was a kid, man. And I, you know, a lot of people don't know this. This how you get people with the trick, right? You be like, did you ever watch anime before? They be like, no. I be like, what you think Pokemon is? Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, that's anime, bro. Like that shit is anime, bro. Like that shit is they just dubbed it and brung it to America. You feel me? Like a lot of people don't know that shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I definitely watch Pokemon.
Exactly. Sure. That's what I'm saying. Like you just always like, nah, that shit is anime, bro.
Yeah,
but
that statement back. I watch it.
Right, you feel me? That's how I say. That's how you get people with okey-doke.
Sure.
But
With the hat rub.
my favorite anime of all time is Naruto, yo, because that like he said, that shit has it's so many messages. There's a reason why that anime has reached the kind of heights and has reached so many different people throughout their life because of the messages that they convey in the show that are tethered to real life. And actually, a lot of that shit comes from real life shit.
Yeah, for real.
You feel me? That shit teaches you about shit. It teaches you how to work your way through situations. And as a child, I'm just absorbing that shit and absorbing it. And I look, to this day I watch that shit. You feel me? Like that shit in even other animes, you know what I'm saying, that there's this thing of Eastern mythology, you know what I'm saying, from Japanese folklore and culture. You know what I'm saying? That this thing of wisdom that kind of was passed over through those shows, yo. It's not only the action, but it's the knowledge and wisdom that those shows provide on top as an additional layer on top of the shit that they actually show inside those shows, man. To me, that shit is amazing, bro. It's amazing. I'm telling you.
You was watching it one time when we was in the house.
I be stuck.
It's some show that man. Them shits is they better than reality TV shows.
Sometimes they be so long though. that's what be getting me. I be like, like but I don't sit down for too long.
I feel you. But see, here's the thing: is that here's the trick. Most animes are anywhere between. They're really like 18 minutes long. The shows. Especially on streaming services now where you can skip the intro, skip the outro. Yeah. Bro, you literally looking at 15 to 18 minutes of show. That's it. And that's it. Like,
go by like
it's some short series where it's not 300, 400, 500. It's some series that's only 20-some episodes long, but the shit is amazing. Feel me?
Short, but you gotta start from the beginning when you watch anime. You're gonna be lost. Like you said, you just heard the
you can't just jump in.
The Naruto joint on their head, I was just like, nah, I'm good.
You can't just jump in, man. You gotta start from the beginning. That shit'll give you an understanding. That's why so many people are connected to that shit. You see the little the little events going on downtown where they be dressing up and shit. It's
that too though. That I was a little. I seen people they got caught. Like I'm talking about
Yo, I'm trying to tell you. The thing I always tell people is don't limit your experiences, bro. Like I will go to a rap or a rock. I just want to see what the environment is like. You feel me? You go in there, I promise you, right hand to God, yo, you'll meet some of the coolest fucking people you ever met in your life.
So I've been limiting myself.
I'm trying to tell you.
Has it made you feel better though? Like, is it stuff that y'all watch? Like, let's say you are going through a depression phase or just sad. Do y'all watch that?
Absolutely, absolutely. That shit literally, it helps you get through your day, yo. It's messages in there, man, that will help you unpack some things about yourself. I know for me personally, that shit helped me through my goddamn life. No, like real shit, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, you go down there and you meet some. I'm trying to take my motto is to take the shackles off, because who told you that this shit was this way or that way? I remember they used to say. I remember they used to say anime was for kids. I said, are you sure?
No, because
adults
only really understand.
It's some genres of that shit I can show you. Where this shit is adults only. You feel me? Like,
you would know. Like,
you don't want your kids watching this shit because you don't want your damn kids to go to sleep with nightmares. Like, you feel me?
Sure.
Like, there's certain shit I watch if my kid, like I watch Naruto if like my kids is like woke and shit like that. You feel me? Maybe like Bleach or something like that. But they go to sleep, Demon Slayer coming on. You feel me? Like Jujutsu Kaisen, like that's where the blood shit happen.
Never heard of any.
That's the real.
That's some good shit.
I feel like my shackles have been on.
I'm trying to tell you.
I feel like y'all bringing the keys right now.
The shackles is off, bro. You gotta take the shackles off.
And that's what I was about to say to answer the question. As far as me, it started when I was little too. As far as the anime thing, But bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I was little, bro, I was always popular, but I didn't really like a lot of people. I don't know. It's like a weird thing with me. Like even right now, everybody know me. You feel me? And everybody, you would think that like, oh, boop, you feel me? Yo, be what? Everybody, I be in the house. You know, I be by myself. You feel me? Like, I do not go out like that. You feel me? And they was my friends. It might sound weird, but I used to get punished for my parents were great parents, but you don't really know how to be a parent when you coming up, you feel me? So they would just punish me, you feel me, just for anything, just because they wanted to make sure I was going to listen and be disciplined. But they let me watch TV, so I used to be in there, and the Pokemon was my friends, nigga, like, you feel me? I'm like, all right, he got in trouble on the show, but he did this, and his mom was happy and let him out. Bro, I tried that shit one day at work. I said, oh, shit. Oh, snap. Oh, this is real life. I said, this is real life. It changed my view. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. So then, I tried a lot of shit that didn't.
Well, actually helped you, though. I want to say that helped you with your imagination as well. I feel like so many people lose that. Especially as adults. Like, we lose.
Absolutely.
Because of maybe life and people telling you can't do this, or only 1 in a million do this, do that. Yeah. It makes you you lose your imagination. Yeah,
now you're just a part of the 99%.
Facts. Like you can't be if you wanted to be a genie or whatever. It's like you can't be that no more.
Mm-hmm. The anime thing, you feel me, definitely was something that really like keep your imagination going. Like even sometimes I'll be in the house hitting cartwheels and shit, chopping Mario and them. You feel me, like just on and. They watch it too, like, but when you get some of the messages, like, I've been watching Hunter x Hunter. Oh my gosh, these 2 little guys are savage.
Throwing hands.
Savage, bro.
Good hands.
They are savage, yo. And they're little kids, you feel me, but they became, like, trained, like, hunters, you feel me? Like, they became certified hunters, and they're the only kids. But they're stronger than 90% of the adults and everything. And they're smart, bro. They're smart. You get what I'm saying? And the guy Gon, like he got Gon and Killua. You feel me? I'm saying his name right? Killua. Killua, his whole family is murderers. They assassins. So he been killing people since he's been little. But he met the dude Gon, who's just a happy-go-lucky kid, but got them hands. He got them hands, and he's stupid strong. So they was pretty much telling Killua, like, bro, you're an assassin. You can't have no friends. You'll never love him. You feel me? You won't have his back. And yo literally fought, you feel me, where he was bred, you feel me, and he literally got out of it. Him and Gon was like this.
You know what that sound like, though?
What?
You don't have to be where you came from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying about that?
Right. Exactly.
I know, bro.
Yeah. Exactly, bro.
Y'all really made me start watching some stuff.
I'm trying to tell you. But you know what's crazy though is that you feel me? Like like when I was younger and I used to go over like family members' house. Like I always feel like everybody father had a collection of Chinese fighting DVDs in their crib.
Yeah.
So that leave like black people like it's something about Chinese and Japanese fighting that we like so much.
It's Jet Li when they say just be water.
Yeah. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Don't kill
you feel me? So you feel me? I think it's some of that shit there. Like, yo, if you notice now, but like you said, back when we was younger, you feel me? A lot of people didn't really accept anime like that. But now, that shit's everywhere. You see
conventions,
car commercials. They using anime. You feel me? You see NFL. They using anime.
I saw somebody I know. Now, mind you, this a guy. He a bodybuilder and all that, right? I just seen a picture he put up the other day where he had a suit on and it was like an anime character in the bottom of his screen with a black suit on. He's like, I'm gonna bring so-and-so character back out this summer. And I'm like, I didn't even think he was on it.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Fucking Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. had that. He posted on his Instagram yesterday with the Uchiha shoes on and shit. You feel me? What the fuck is your name?
There's a couple NBA players.
The UFC fighter.
Oh, that's my man.
The last Stylebender.
Yeah, Stylebender.
Him.
He's nice. His intros is anime based.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the anime wave is literally everywhere.
Yeah, I'm about to go watch it after.
It's everywhere.
It is.
You feel me? I'm trying to tell you. Once you find that one, it's going because the chick that I worked with, she like 40. You feel me? She didn't watch. She wasn't into anime and shit like that. But her kids was trying to tell her like, you watch this, mom. Like, you feel me? And then I was at work and shit. I was in my break time watching that shit in my desk or whatever. And then she was like, you know, what's this? She was like, oh, this that show that my kids try to tell me to watch. I'm gonna sit down and watch it with you. I'm saying, hey, Papa Squad, have a seat. You feel me? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and flip back to the first episode for you. Turn that shit on. She's like, oh, this shit good. She finished the whole first season in the first week. And then went to go see the movie the next week.
That's right.
I said, listen, it's an anime out there for everybody.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I've been you know, a lot of this stuff we say, I'm just, you know, thinking about myself. Maybe I'm the strength that I'm looking for, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to tell you, once you take them shackles off, man, you open yourself up to so many different fucking possibilities, bro.
Right.
Like, I have so many things I want to do. That's why I do so much, bro. I act, do cinematography, I do photography, bro. I hoop. I'm trying to get into coaching. So many, because I want to, because listen, I understand that one day this vessel is going to give out. You feel me? I want to be able to experience things before that time comes, because I don't know when that time is going to be.
That's a fact.
Bro, I want to go snowboard. I want to ski. I want to go skate at a park. You feel me? Skateboard. I have stuff, bro. I want to do some stuff.
You got ambitions and goals, and it's not just the the average. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. It's like, yo, I want to live life. I want to be alive. I wanna, like, not just be alive, but I want to live.
Because those are two different things.
You can be alive and just be floating through life.
What Drake said? Everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
That's a fact.
One of my favorite lines by Drake. Shout out Drake. I know you watching this, my guy. So you definitely mentioned a couple of things that I was about to speak on. You feel me? Like, this is Spazzthegreat. This is Ant Green, Boot from the North, and Ant doesn't know Spazzthegreat. This is their first time meeting, but this is a great example of how great energy just automatically connects. You get what I'm saying? So he doesn't really know too much about you in the dance scene, and off camera we talked a few things about, your Vegas trip. I really want to know your experience about that whole Vegas trip, and what was it about? What was your main goal going there, and what did you accomplish, and how did you feel once you came back?
Well, see, first and foremost, how I ended up there is my man Jordan Fries. Shout out to Jordan Fries for throwing that whole event. The shit was amazing.
For sure.
Man Jordan Fries reached out to me. He said, yo, I got an event that's going on in Vegas. You want to come through? I said, hell yeah, but I'm a little tight on money right now, because I got to save my money to go down to, Florida soon, because I'm going to be shooting the show.
Right.
You feel me? So I wanted to make sure that my money was in place, just in case. I always like to be prepared. I don't, I had this thing about being lost.
Right.
So, he reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, I'll grab your ticket. Yo, all you got to do is pack your bags, get on the plane. I said, okay, cool.
That's love.
Cool.
That's dope, bro.
So he grabbed my ticket. Once again, shout out to him, man, because that's the guy, he would extend his hand, bro.
For sure.
He grabbed the ticket for me, you feel me? And I flew out there, man. And the thing that I noticed immediately, because first of all, this, like I said, that this was my first time ever being on a plane. You feel me? Like, I've had an extreme fear of planes for a long, long time, bro. I had to get over that shit. You feel me? I'm like, yo, if I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that, I got to get over it.
Shackles.
You feel me? Yeah, shackles. I had to take the shackles off. So, got on the plane, man. Turbulence.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I be on the plane, like, the first time I was cool. Coming back one time, once I started hearing the voice go, I'm like, I got the pram. I'm like, whoa.
The motherfucker start wobbling. I'm tougher than this, bro. Hold on. Once that motherfucker leveled off, I'm like, all right.
Still scared of let go.
Yeah. You feel me?
Happen again?
Yo, and I'm tall. You feel me? Like, I don't like to feel restricted.
Yeah.
So I'm tall. I'm in a small. I'm on Spirit. You feel me? I'm in a small space. I'm like, oh my god. If I can just stretch my legs, I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I said, it was a lot of seats in there, obviously, because nobody was really flying like that. You feel me? So you want to move up here? You can move up here. I'm like, all right, bet. Boom. Let me move around here. So I move around there. I feel a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? Once we get around to landing in Vegas, y'all, I look out there and I said, what the fuck is this? Because I never seen that many lights like that. I never seen.
From the sky?
Yes, I never seen a city light up, bro.
Right.
Like the
flying
city
over it. Oh my goodness.
I said, y'all never seen a city light up, yo. This whole motherfucker lit. I'm driving. We get in the car, whatever. They pick me up, whatever. We just driving. I'm just looking. I'm like, God. God damn. I said, yo, this shit is great. I said, yo, look, I ain't even been here for a whole 30 minutes, but I gotta come back.
Yeah.
I gotta come back.
You're already thinking about the next one.
You hear me? You feel me? Already on the docket.
Right.
You feel me? But you know, it wasn't until, you know, maybe a few days before I actually got out there that I knew that I was going to be battling. You feel me? I was dancing, but I wasn't dancing to prepare for a battle. I was dancing to prepare to choreograph for a show. Okay. So I got there, whatever. I got a chance to, you know, just kind of be around different people, different energy, and it was amazing to be around different people who have different perspectives on life because of where they are from.
Right, everybody was from everywhere.
It was people from Ohio, it was people from New York, New Jersey, Texas, California, Sacramento. I mean, California. Sacramento isn't California, but you know, just different parts of California. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it was just it was so amazing to hear in so many different accents and you know, just different stuff, you know. And the experience for me was eye-popping because I found myself asking my question this a lot when I was there. I was like, yo, have I been limiting myself this whole time?
It makes you think of it.
Like, yo, I really been fucking myself over in saying I'm not gonna get on this plane, I'm not gonna take this trip, I'm too scared. Now bro, I got
you got a bunch of play.
Bro, I got the flight apps on my phone. I'm like, hey,
that's take that one time.
I'm checking ticket prices. You feel? I'm like, I'm trying to get out of here, man. I ain't scared. I'm like, yo, I will get on this motherfucking plane today, right now, if I got you, bro.
So many people that hold back because of the fear, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, now you've opened up a whole new section of your life.
Facts.
People don't even know that.
But see,
the plane is one of the safest transportations.
It is.
It
is.
People don't know that.
Absolutely.
I never knew that either. Because once that turbulence hit, bro, I started thinking, I'm like, it's no strings holding this.
When this motherfucker drop, you know.
That's because our mind automatically thinking
that's what my mind would think.
The window and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not looking outside.
Yeah.
I'm the scared person that'll keep looking though.
I was scared, but I'm like, that's a hell of a view. It's a hell of a view out this motherfucker, boy. Yeah, I'm scared, but I'ma look though.
I'ma look too.
I'ma look.
I ain't gonna lie, we got a little excited when the anime shit started kicking off for real, but it's definitely super informative. But I do want to bring up something that a lot of people don't know. I did my research on you feel me? Okay. Did my research. A lot of people don't know he suffered an injury while he was in Vegas. Would you like to let anybody know about that?
Yeah, so I was battling the guy Alpha Jack. You know, shout out to Alpha Jack. You know, he's amazing dancer. I really enjoy. It's very few times I've been in a ring dancing against somebody, and I've enjoyed it. And I think the reason being I don't get mental stimulation from battling against somebody who I know isn't of a similar skill set.
Right.
Like it's like being a battle rapper or a boxer and being in the ring and you like. I know that you can dance, but you're not
nowhere near me.
You're not me. And that's not me being cocky or anything like that. That's me just being like I understand my field. I feel like I have a different understanding of this shit. But when I was in that ring because I haven't battled somebody with that style per se, I found myself I was immersed in the battle. I was so fucking immersed in the battle that I ended up overcompensating. And my first round was fine. All right, it was first rounds are always a feel out.
Yeah, let me see what you bring.
Let me just see because I never seen him dance before. I never seen him dance. But after I seen him dance, I was like, oh. Okay.
Oh, I gotta come with it. Oh, it's one of them.
Okay, man. Well, let me get to it. Man.
Right.
And then I think it was maybe close to the midway point through my second round, and I did a flare, and I ended up coming. Now I did a flare. I've done a flare a million times. And
a flare is that's like the spinneroonie that the wrestler used to do on the ground.
I've done that move so many times, and this one time, some freak shit. My left leg came around, and I ended up bringing it too high, and my center of gravity was too low to the ground, and I ended up kneeing myself in the rib, and it lifted my rib up. And I ended up having to, drop out the battle, obviously, because I couldn't get back up. I could barely breathe. My lung was damaged. Actually, I'm still recovering. I'm not 100% recovered from that shit. I can still feel the soreness on, my lung.
We definitely praying for that speedy recovery, for sure.
I didn't even know I got that serious in the dance ring. You know what I'm saying? I was always the kid on the outside looking at the dances. Like I never danced or nothing. Like I you know, it's a couple times I was in the house at the drop back a couple times, you know, a couple crazy live, but never to the outside world. I never did it. Maybe it was the shag was on me. Maybe it was I'm a football player, or I'm not this, but I always watched, so I never even knew how competitive it could be. I didn't even know there was competitions and stuff.
Absolutely. I look at it like this. Everybody has a lane or a calling.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's something if that shit is in you, that's who you are. That's sure. What you are. Like dancing is some shit that I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. Yeah. You feel me? And like I wake up, eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like dancing is some shit that like I thoroughly enjoy. I want to be in a circle. I want to feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing for being sports. That's also my calling as well. If the moment I touch a basketball, bro, I'm in the zone. You feel me? Like it's the same. Football, basketball, dancing. Like those are my 3. You know what I'm saying?
Because he big lacrosse player.
Big. Like once you step on that field, that court, that gridiron, bro.
It's like I've been missing it. Like,
like you just a different. Like I'm not Kenneth no more.
Like,
right. You feel me? Like when you step on that field, like you another dude. You feel me? Like that's just what it is. Like your girlfriend all in the stands or whatever, she yelling and you just gone. You locked in. You like everything. The only thing that matters is this play right here.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? That's how my mind gets when I go into my zone, when I start dancing and stuff.
Did you still stay out there once the injury happened too? Like you still stayed out there for a little while, at least watching, or what happened after that?
I had to fall back for a little bit.
Okay.
Because it wasn't my first time that I sustained a serious injury while dancing. You feel me? I had to have surgery on my knee in 2018, but the injury that I sustained that forced me to have to get surgery happened in 2012. You feel me? That injury lingered for years. I mean, the competition I did, actually I almost won King of Baltimore back in 2013 on a bad leg. So you feel 100%. Me? If I was 100%, I would have won that shit. Yeah. Or I would have gotten to the final round. Actually, I was 1 round away from getting to the final round. You feel me? Like you was there. You feel me? Like I a lot of people don't know I did that competition on a bad leg. You feel me? Like, and I went home that day and my leg was on fire.
Yeah. Like you feel me? Everything you had.
Like, for sure. Every fucking thing. But see, the thing is that Neek did the competition under a different format that year. He did it top 32. King of Baltimore is normally top 16.
Way more than.
So that means in order to win the competition, you would have to beat at least 4 people that night. In a normal competition, no, that means you would have to beat, in order to win, you had to beat 4 people. In order to get to the final round, you'd have to beat 3. Under the top 32 format, I beat 3 people that night.
It still wasn't at the final.
That's crazy. I was in the semifinals.
So you still would have had like what, 2 more?
I would have had, after that battle, I would have had 1 more. 1 more. Yeah, after that battle, I would have had 1 more. So you feel me? And then ever since then, I never really, until 2018, I never treated my injury the way I was supposed to. So the injury got progressive over time. That's why some people start to say, "Oh, yo, Spaz, you starting to fall off." No, it wasn't that Spaz is falling off because I'm still better than you niggas. It's the fact that like, yo, I got kids.
You know that's life though. It's a life lesson though. You know, we go through life acting like stuff don't affect us because it don't affect us in that moment.
Facts.
And then it's still there. Later on, you like, damn, I thought it was gonna go away, and it's still there. Now it's worse because you didn't act.
It definitely got worse. And the thing was, I was dealing with so many things: my mental, my physical, and the fact that I have kids. Yeah. So those 3 things were like they all became issues all at one time, and it was just like I became vexed. So I stopped practicing. I stopped training. You feel me? The way that I used to, because the way I used to train was like I was going to war. Yeah. I was a tactician, bro. I had a strategy for the entire KOB. Yeah. Each time, like, bro, like, even when I play basketball, I'm a tactician. I don't just go out there and exert 1,000% energy. Like, you gotta know, like, there's times to go 100 miles per hour, then there's times to bring it down to 70.
It's calculated.
Yeah, I'm much more calculated. Depending on who I'm battling, depends on what I'm gonna do. You feel me? And that's just the way that I treated this shit. You know, but in 2018, got my surgery. I allowed myself a year to heal, and I came back to dancing. You know, and ever since then, I
been fucking niggas up. Been fucking niggas up. I'ma say it if he don't say it.
Because I haven't really battled anybody, you know, since then for real. But as far as this dancing shit is concerned, to be perfectly honest, I've never viewed anybody in this scene as being above me.
Yeah.
I've never, since I gotten to my point where I thoroughly understand, because I was dancing way before I was ever part of the scene. You feel me? I just came to the scene and then started to funnel this shit around what I already knew.
Right.
You feel me?
So you already practicing for this. Everything happened for a reason. So it was already destined for it, like it's already written. You just had to do the groundwork before, and then it came together.
Yep.
So we still doing it now though. After you recover fully though, are we still doing it or where we going with it?
You doing King of Baltimore this year?
It depends.
King of Baltimore is the big dance competition.
Yeah, so I a lot of this stuff I've always seen from the outside looking in, but I know a lot more from the documentary that came out. Like I watched it, and through watching it, I'm seeing people that like you know my family and all of that. I got a lot of family within that scene, like my cousin DJ Say What, like all of them, and you know Rara and everybody. Like I done seen them. Even at one point, I didn't even know Rara was from Baltimore. I just seen her on 21 Jump Street, so I'm like. They're like, oh, she from Baltimore. Then I see all these people that know her, and then we follow each other. I'm like, how you know we followed each other? Mm-hmm. So now I get the, at this age now, I'm now looking at something that always been around me, but I just never paid attention to. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, damn, the whole time I've been around it, my whole life. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like so interesting because it's like, yo, this is why I love Baltimore. No, don't get me wrong, they do it in Philly, they do it other places, but like, there's certain things in Baltimore, like the dancing and Old Bay and seafood and crab that just, you go somewhere else and you like,
it ain't the same.
It ain't home.
Yeah,
it's not home. You know what I'm saying? And although I don't dance, I appreciate it because it's part of me. It's part of where I come from. Right?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And so though I can go somewhere else and they don't understand it, but now I get, now especially with the documentary being out, when I tell people I'm from Baltimore, it's not just, oh, the wire. It's like, or the dance scene, or the...
I hated that when
I hated that shit. Bro, I lived in Atlanta, and every time I say I'm from Baltimore, oh. Like the Wire,
like, yo, you good? Like,
and honestly, myself, bro, I never really watched The Wire. Besides one season, I never interested me.
Like, I didn't care enough about The Wire. I watched it a little bit, but I did not care about that.
I wasn't interested. We was living it. Like I lived.
Yeah, I was about to say. I used to ride my bike down Green Mountain and see them shooting that shit. Like, oh, what the fuck they doing down here?
Yeah, like, but it wasn't interesting to me. But now, because we got positive things that's out there. It gives the people another outlook and it make me proud. When people say The Wire, I was never proud of it. I didn't know what was going on in The Wire. And you know old man, I'm like, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know that I know the name of the show, that's it. Yeah. But then now when you say the dancing and you bring up names and now I know you. So now when it's, oh yeah, do you know, as you know this, now I can put you in a conversation and I'm proud to be where I'm from.
Yeah, for sure. As far as the competition is concerned, I haven't ruled out doing the competition, and I think part of that is because I still that competitive edge is still in me.
You got it. I can say it. I can say it.
Like bro, like when I step on that floor, like I want to eat, bro. Yeah. Like I want to eat. Like just like when I step on the basketball court, like I want to win. Yeah. You feel me? And so I haven't ruled it out. I haven't ruled out doing it, but it's really all going to depend. I have a really busy schedule now. It's not like it was when I was like 22, 23. You feel me? Like, bro, I got like if I'm here and I have the availability, I'll be doing the competition.
And I'll tell you one more thing, but not to cut you off. There's just a little bit of motivation as well. Do it like you said with the having so many tasks that you want to do it all. Mm-hmm. And you are the master of your ship. You are the captain of your ship, and there's 24 hours in a day. Yeah. We look at a lot of things we do. A lot of it is unnecessary. It don't mean nothing to our progression, our happiness, or anything. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want to do, and I believe it. I still see the competitive edge, and don't limit yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, absolutely. It's a schedule conflicted because I may not be in Maryland.
You're right. With the but it's a positive thing as well because you're still doing positive things, and it's not like you just BSing around. Right. But you making me proud. Like I just met you, but it's like, bro, you doing a lot of great things, and I love it, bro. Like we need more people like you, and not from you even just saying what you saying. Like you're showing people by example. So then people can see you on your page or see you and it's like, yo, he over here, he over there, he over there. So then now they not sitting around chilling. They want to do more as well.
Right.
So I appreciate you for that.
And I was just going to say, if you ain't in Maryland, we can Space Jam this shit, and you can give me all your skills.
The secret sauce.
The secret sauce. You know when they touch the basketball and that shit is, you feel me? I
I
just come out that bitch on, niggas, you feel me? Like, yeah, man, if you want me to. Hey. I was just joking, y'all. I mean, if he can, I was about to say, if he can give me his powers, you feel me?
Competition.
Yeah. So,
That's
yeah.
fire,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I really enjoyed, you feel me, episode 1. Let's get it right. Special guest Spazzthegreat, co-host Ant Green, man. Man, pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure when we link and when we talk, you feel me? All right.
I want to say thank you as well, sir, for
Thank you
starting
feel me?
this, because this takes a lot, man, for all of us, but it takes a lot for you to start it. Like, I'm here just, not even to support, I'm here to support, but I'm getting a lot of knowledge myself.
For sure.
You, like I said, you're doing a lot. You got your boys, and you got even like people like me. Like, I'm a fan, bro. I want to see what you become. I want to see what you do, because it's a lot of times, beyond the image, I wake up sometimes because I motivate everybody. I don't be motivated sometimes. I don't have someone to motivate me. Sometimes we send stuff back and forth. He down, I love you, bro. It's this, the world is yours. Let's do this, because it never, nobody ever told us this was gonna be easy. But we doing it. You know what I'm saying? You doing it. So just thank y'all, man, both of y'all.
For sure.
And before we get out of here, you feel me? I want to give my guy the platform, you feel me, to be able to shout out any of his new upcoming projects, all his social medias, the whole shebang, man.
Hey, listen, man, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Spazzthegreat Official, TikTok, Spazzthegreat. And I don't really, I want to say shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, man, this life shit it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? You wanna look for ways to be a better version of yourself every day. If you got things in your life that are going on that are making things difficult for you to be able to move forward, understand that you woke up today with another breath. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there today that ain't wake up. You got so many different things going on in the world today. You got the things going on in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? You got things going on in Iraq. You got things going on in Palestine. You got so many things going on here in your own city. And the things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis in your own home. You know what I'm saying? But understand that as long as you're alive, you have another opportunity to progress and move forward.
And you rocking with Boot from the North, Spazzthegreat, Ant Green. And you are now tuned in to Dega Talk.
Yeah, it's been like fans, nigga. Oh, we about to be on fucking top, man. I swear. Yeah, feel like a man, but you can spend on like fans. Yeah, I don't need none of them guns and shit. I use my hands. I was raised right like a man, but you can get spent on like fans.